more than 100 years. And now, let's go!
In 1870, the house was first built by Mr. Yu Văn Vị, made of wood roofed with tile. After being put into use for nearly 30 years, this house was designed and built by Mr. Yu Văn Vị. However, in 1904, Mr. Yu Văn Vị died. The youngest son, Yu Chấn Kỷ, continued construction work until about 1911. The new house was completed. In addition, in the 1980s, the fifth generation descendant of the Yu family, Yu Văn Ngôn, who had an interest in the ornamental flower, completed many treasured orchid varieties to plant in the garden. So the ancient house of Binh Thuy was also called Binh Thuy Orchid Garden. Binh Thuy ancient house, about 10 kilometers from the center of the city, located at 124 Bùi Hữu Nghĩa Street, Binh Thuy Ward, Binh Thuy District. Ticket price inside the old house is 20,000 one person, and if visitors just stand outside the campus to visit, it's free. Binh Thuy ancient house has two open hours, morning from 8 to 12 o'clock and afternoon from 14 to 18 o'clock. The first series of gay fancy design with horizontal iron fancy with concrete column and main pillar. As a length, many people mistakenly think this is a fancy of a certain modern house.
Inside, we will see a three-way gate built in the style of Chinese architecture. The build symbol of the Tham Quan Gate is made of wood and the roof is covered with string plastic title. The top is also decorated with many vivid shapes such as unicorn, goldfish, and lower. In particular, there are two large-size mosques here. One is Chinese Phuc An Hill, and one is Vietnamese Phu, worshipping the Yung family. The yard in front of Binh Thuy Ancient Hall, lined with rows of brick that are nearly 150 years old. Last yard, lined with brick, right in front of the house is a large rocky, with both fences and rocks to avoid the curious eye of outside looking at the house. On the right is an orchid garden. The left corner has a Mexican castle, little by mastic, about 8 meters high, about 40 years old. Behind the house is an orchard. The house has 5 compartments and 2 rooms with a wide of 22 meters and the depth of 16 meters and the round area 6,000 square meters. Leading up to the main hall are 2 shifting yellow chairs, waiting references. The unique difference in Binh Thuy Ancient House lies in the staircase architecture design on both sides. The ornamental length, located between 2 stairs, represents the concept from ways and cultural of the Asian people. From the outside looking in, Binh Thuy Ancient House was built on redstone foundation. The reason is how design while a ton of the ordinary house is to prevent falling in the old western.
Border motifs are delicately decorated on the exterior wall. The exterior architecture of Binh Thuy Ancient House has combinations of Eastern and Western architecture. Western architecture features are shown as square column loading as ferrous as door. Oriental architecture features are shown on the Chauru Yin and Yang Chauru. It is the harmonious combination between the two architecture features that has created authentic Jew feature for Binh Thuy Ancient House. During the construction of the main house, its owner layered a layer of granulated soils about 10 centimeters thick with the symmetric block. So laying on the floor aimed to both repel insufficient ventilation to house and avoid invasive evil according to the concept of Quyen. The whole house is decorated with red and black round layer tile. All the walls of the house are tiled. The walls and door of Binh house is designed in a modern art style. Thanks to the average door and window system, even though it's sunny outside, the house is very cold. The roof is covered with 3 layers. The bottom 2 layers are in the shape of the graphic. The house has a total of 24 beams made of wood. The back is the place of the owner. The house is supported by 6 glossy black arrows colors with sophisticated molding. In the house, there are many antique, oriented, and delicately decorated that have been preserved for many centuries. All the items here are collected by 6 generations because the owner of Binh House had a fondness for collecting antiques.
We will find here a very harmonious arrangement of Chinese table and chairs, a Louis XIV French style salon set, a pair of 19th century pattern lights, a lavabo and an oil lamp placed in the 4 corners of the house. To the right of the house from the outside looking in are 2 sets of large curtain vases. On the wall are certificates of merit hanging neatly. This is a family tree of 6 generations of the young family. On the left are souvenir photos from the film Truc, some lines deposited by the director. A few films set in the ancient house of Thuy can be mentioned. They do beauty, Olivia's Raw, Just to Light, Dirt of Blue. In particular, the love for Glasses foreign work was also filmed here in 1992. This film tells about the true love of young master Thuy, a Chinese businessman aesthetic and French female writer. The film The Lover was played by famous Hong Kong actor Hui and became a famous movie worldwide. And some newspapers of Thuy's ancient house were cut out. In the middle of the house is a large altar in the traditional style of the ancient southern people. The death of care is important. lamp, and care architecture are all very delicately arranged. The sculpture of the house are taken from the image of animals that bring prosperity to the owner, such as bats, birds, peacocks, shrimp, frogs, dragons, phoenixes. In 29, Binh Asian houses were recognized by the Ministry of Culture, Sport and Tourism as a national architectural and artistic relic. If you have the opportunity to go to Kampong, then everyone should visit the iconic house of Binh. To visit the house, every is a cultural beauty, unique interior and